Hello, how you doing? Danny DeHeck's my name. Many of you have been following my YouTube channel for some time now, and often I tell you I make my living from doing drop shipping. I go after scammers online. I call myself the crypto Ponzi scheme avenger, and I say to people, I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. A lot of these people that go after these opportunities are looking for a passive income. Personally, I don't believe there's such a thing as a passive income. You have to work for a living. But a lot of scammers will take your money quite happily, claiming that they can give you that passive income that you've been brainwashed into thinking you could possibly get. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how I make my money. I sell products. I do drop shipping. I have suppliers in China that will drop products to people's door here in New Zealand. Now, all the statistics I'm about to show you might actually blow you away. I only sell products to New Zealanders. A lot of people think it's an international business. I've got some formulas that I use that I've learnt over the last 20 years of doing e-commerce shops. The last 6 years, I've been doing drop shipping. So there was a stage in my life where I actually had products in hand. I had a warehouse in Wellington, Auckland and Christchurch in New Zealand where products would be delivered basically within 2 or 3 days. And that was when I was involved in my electronics business. I didn't personally have warehouses. I used other people's who would sell the products for me, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, the profit margin was so low, I couldn't make any money. So then I started looking overseas, and we learned a lot along the way. Currently, things have changed to the better. Delivery can actually take anything from 6 to 10 or 12 days. When I first started doing drop shipping, we literally had to wait at least 25 to 60 days. Over COVID, we learned a lot about drop shipping. We made a killing. One of my shops did $19,000 worth of sales in 1 month with a profit of about $9,000. Because I only target New Zealanders and sell the products, I've got an idea and I want to run it by you. And I know this would work, but I want to set you up a shop in your country and teach you how to do what I do. Let me show you some interesting stats. So first of all, let's introduce you to my remote TV store. I have the domain remotes.co.nz, which is the perfect domain name for selling remotes. But it's not the secret to my success, because when I started the shop, I used to call it tvremotes.co.nz. I don't even have that domain name anymore. But in here, it's a simple shop. If we go to the menu, you can see I've got my best sellers, remotes. I've got all the different brands of remotes that I sell. And just recently, I've started selling LED backstrips because a lot of people on one of my other stores have been asking for them. Now, I don't know if you know what they are, but it's not really going to be the focus of this video, but they're basically those lights that you put behind your TV screen, and some of the older TVs seem to blow up and they're hard to find. So just recently, I've started adding these in. The other thing I do is I decided to add a few little wee keyboards that people can use to control their TVs. I think I've sold one, but not really enough to merit. But my strength is my TVs. So if I went to, I don't think I can get to where I want to go anyway. I think I can if I go all. Yes, no, I can't. What I was trying to do is get to the main category of my shop, which I'm so determined to do. I'm sure I can. No, I don't. I was going to show you all the different brand images. Oh, actually, I can do it on the homepage. So if we go here and I go down, you'll see that we've got LG, Sony, Samsung, Panasonic. Now, we're not selling the genuine remotes. We're selling replica remotes, and we don't claim to be selling the genuine ones, but we are saying this is the TV remote for your Samsung TV, your LG TV, your Panasonic TV. And ironically, you would think that remotes isn't something you can make a good side hustle on, and it's just a one product store. But if you go to the bottom down here, you'll see that I actually promote that I have all these different brands, and I really am a one-stop shop for anyone that's lost their TV remotes. people say to me, I've got an old TV, and I go, you're the perfect customer for me. In the shops that we set up, we also have all the support stuff. We teach you how to handle the customer's expectation, because that's quite important. We answer questions like, are you a New Zealand business? Yes, we pride ourselves on sourcing affordable replica remotes from global distributors that you won't typically find in New Zealand stores. So we would rewrite all this information to be for your country. The store that we create for you would be targeted to your local audience. Yes, we do sell products internationally, and we have sold, I think to date, 2 or maybe 3 remotes internationally. But because we specialize in organic search results, meaning that if you go to Google and you search for the brand or the serial number of the remote, we come up in the organic listings. We sell the majority of our remotes locally because they bring up the local results first. So there's an audience there for it. Now, if you did want to sell internationally, there's nothing stopping you doing so. But that's when you start paying out a lot of money to advertising, and that's when the whole process falls over. So I'm going to show you the stats that you won't believe until I show you. Do you have a physical store? No, we don't have a physical store, nor do we hold any stock. So if you read through our website, you will see that we are claiming that we are very clever at sourcing remotes. One side of this business that I need to point out to you, you need to put your phone number on the website, because people will ring you up asking you sometimes, do you have a such and such remote? Customer service, you can provide all that on a drop shipping store. I actually quite like it personally. I always like hunting for that remote that no one can find, because I will show you how we find these remotes. Okay, refunds. How many remotes get returned? Well, let's just say every 200 remotes I sell, I might get 2 returned. I don't really want them back, so normally I go back to our supplier and I take a video, or I get the customer to provide me a video of the faulty remote if it is faulty, and my supplier will provide me a remedy to pass on to my customer. The other day, I did actually ask a guy if I could just send him another remote, and when he got the new remote, he said the remote worked, but I don't think it's compatible with my device. So just to save all the grief and the hassle, I said, look, I'll give you 50% refund, because one of the remotes he did work, but it wouldn't stay working. Complicated story, but what I'm saying, you always come up with a solution for the customer. I gave him 50% refund, and I just heard that my remote's been returned to where my drop-off address is. So that means I can resell that remote to somebody else. So at the end of the day, I basically broke even, didn't lose any money, and the customer is happy. And it's just how you work the customer. So we will teach you how to run the shop, how to handle the customer's expectations. You won't be left in the dark. You're not doing anything wrong. There's no laws saying that you can't sell somebody else's product, but we put together better descriptions. So just to give you an example, TV remote control for a Samsung 4K smart TV, aftermarket replacement. So there's a typical title. Down the bottom here, we have a pretty good description, that explains it. This is actually one of my older descriptions. And then we have this other thing that we add too. If you're looking for a particular remote, submit a request via our contact page. Once your order has been placed, it can take up to 1 to 5 days before you receive international tracking. Delivery can take 7 to 21 days. So you put all your cards on the table. If a customer rings up thinking that you're going to run around to his place that afternoon and drop the remote off, and he rings you up grumpily, you can say, well, actually, we do put that right above the price. I'm sure you saw the price when you ordered the product. Customers don't get grumpy these days. A lot of people understand how this works. Anyway, if they didn't have the remote they were looking for and they stumbled across it on a search engine, you click on Contact Us, and then we have a custom form where the person can put in their details, but more importantly, they can it's a product inquiry. They can either put their order number, or in here, they can select the remote that they're looking for, the model number and the serial number. They can even take a photo of the remote, and that will help us source the remote if they can't find it. So what did I want to show you? Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you in the search engines how it works. So you can see that we're competing with Tom, Dick and Harry along the top. But if you come down here, you will see that my organic listings come up in the search engines when I search for it. Now, I'm not using a VPN or anything like that, so it's bringing the results to me because I'm local. I have a great domain name. I have a well-optimized SEO-friendly website, and so will you after we create one for you. And you can see how all the brand names are coming up in my favor, and it's pretty cool. So what's stopping you having the perfect side hustle? Let me give you an example. So what I did for this video, I decided to go through the last 10 orders that I had. Now these orders that you see here, and excuse the persons whose names they are, you can see the last 10 orders that I had. Now most items, I think we did have one person that ordered 2 orders. This particular person from memory actually ordered a air conditioned remote. So we have diversified a little bit, but I took the last 10 orders, added them all up, and this is what I come up with. So we went through the cost. So the average, because I'm a New Zealand business, I can claim the GST back, which is 15%. So I think from memory, the product was actually, I think it cost us $225 to purchase the last 10 remotes. And then the average price for the remote that it cost me to purchase is nearly $20. And the average price that we sold the remotes for actually worked out to be $73 USDT. And off memory, I don't know, you'll have to work that out into US dollars if that's what you prefer to do. So the average profit that I'm making on a remote is actually $44. I hope that's clear. But to maintain your Shopify shop costs about $882 New Zealand per year. We do spend $5 a day on Google ads, so there is $1,800 there. But what I'm going to show you may actually surprise you. We don't actually do that, and we don't get the return back on our advertising costs because these shops are all designed for organic results, meaning free search engine optimization. And if you're selling have got a one product store on YouTube, is that YouTube? Not YouTube. On Google, on Shopify, I should say, then people are actually searching for those numbers, those model numbers of those remotes, and that's what helps us with this particular store get free organic listings. So our total profit, we had $27,000 worth of sales, and this has worked out $16,000 worth of profit. So that's really, really good profit. Now, my figures may not be exactly right, and I did use AI to come up with some of this information, so that's my disclaimer. But what I have done is I've produced a blog, which will be linked in the description of this video, and you can go read it for yourself. And this is more accurate. And this is what I feel like putting my name and my reputation on when it comes to explaining to people exactly how much profit they can make. So you'll see the blog on my website. It's called Shopify Store. And just out of interest and just a side conversation here, that image that I've created there actually was done using ChatGPT. After I finished writing up my blog, I asked it to create me an image. I've put myself on top of it and obviously my website address, which I'm sure you are taking note of about now. All right, discover the perfect side hustle, a proven drop shipping model and results. So what I'm proposing to do, and that video will be replaced with the one I'm doing now after I've finished, is I'm proposing that I set you up a remote store in your country. I won't do a double ups. So I'll do one in Australia, one in America, one in Canada, and they will be totally unique. I will not be cloning the store that I have. We will be creating them from scratch, and we will be loading them with 50 remotes, and then we'll be teaching you how to source the remotes. We have the suppliers, we have the remotes. We want you to import them. We will teach you how to optimize the remotes that you import to your store and do all the SEO stuff. It will just be you'll have the same knowledge, well, not quite the same knowledge I've got, but I will make sure that you're not left in the dark. And we also have some other things that we'll teach you as we read this blog. So let's just read the first couple of paragraphs. Now we get my computer to do that.
Searching for a profitable and manageable side hustle, look no further. Affected our strategies for creating
what I unfortunately
and now you're ready to share this up.
Because I was trying to do away without not having my headphones in, so because I can't hear. So I'll just put my headphones in place. I was trying to go naked, as they say, but it backfired. That enables me. Oh, okay. So now we can hear myself in my ears, which always sounds pretty cool. Alrighty, so let's start again. Let's read that again.
movie, sound effects, system audio, interview.
That wasn't what I wanted to hear. Let's go back to if, and let's go.
If you're searching for a profitable and manageable side hustle, look no further. Over the last 6 years, we've honed and perfected our strategies for creating successful dropshipping websites. These strategies have delivered impressive results, and now, we're ready to share this opportunity with aspiring entrepreneurs like you.
So, yes, and you are that entrepreneur. So here we
Let
go.
us build you a ready-to-go dropshipping store for just $5,000 with minimal running costs and high potential profits.
Yeah, so what we are proposing, you give us a budget of about $5,000, we will give you a ready-to-go dropshipping shop for your local audience. And yes, you can sell internationally if you want to, but I reckon you'll do better if you just focus on selling local. And there's a lot of extra things that I'll teach you how to do. For example, we've got about 8,000 people in our database who have bought remotes from us. I could start doing newsletters to them, but I don't do that. I don't really like flogging my customer. However, email strategies do work. Also, you could use Facebook and you could use Instagram, you could use Pinterest to promote the products. I don't personally do any of that. I've just got fantastic results from just simple organic search results. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. But there is room for expansion. So these websites that we're setting up for people, we're not setting them up as a business. We're setting them up for you as a side hustle. And if you dedicate a lot more time and energy into it, it could turn into a business.
While we've developed a highly successful formula for selling TV remotes online, it's important to note that your results may vary depending on the strategies you choose to employ. To be fully transparent, we do spend $5 per day on advertising to expand our footprint on the internet. However, this minimal expenditure is not the primary driver of our sales, which predominantly come from organic traffic through search engines like Google, Bing, and Yahoo.
And we'll show you the stats in a second.
We don't currently advertise on Facebook, Instagram, or run email marketing campaigns, areas that offer untapped potential for even greater success. By incorporating these additional strategies into your store, you could achieve results that surpass ours. Our proven organic strategies lay the foundation, but the possibilities for growth are endless with the right marketing approach.
Yeah. So we can jump on a Zoom meeting. My phone numbers are on the bottom of this very blog. But this is what I did. Now, these stats, I just grabbed the last 10 orders that I had. They're all at the top of the page. You can see, we go back here, we can see these are the last 10 orders that I had. Sunday, 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 Saturday, Friday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Tuesday. And then we go to the 6th of January, the 4th of January. And I think that was 10. Maybe not. Maybe one more. But anyway, the last 10 orders that we had. Something else I will show you, which is quite interesting. We'll go, so these were just all processed the other day, okay? So if I go to one of these now, this is, once the order has been processed, the only thing you have to do is you need to check that the customer has put their address in correctly. And I better not put the customer's address on the screen. Sorry about that, whoever that is. But you can see now on the 9th of January, this customer has received order submitted pending to receive. Now, that will sit there for a wee while and the customer might go, oh my God, what's happened? It might have taken a couple of days before they got that link, and now they're sitting there and nothing's happening. But once it gets on itself on an airplane, you get an update every 10 minutes, which is quite exciting. And I think it would be fair, because of this video, I want to be fully transparent. Actually, I want to go into, perhaps we'll go to another one that was on the 19th of December. So this was last month. Oh, look, the person ordered 2 remotes. And you can see here, we've got 2 lots of tracking. So yes, 2 remotes came from 2 different suppliers, and that the customers received an email with 2 tracking numbers. So I haven't heard back from this customer. So we come here. That's not the right one. Or is it? No, there it is. So now we're looking at this here, and you can see the tracking actually started on the 20th of December, just before Christmas. Right. And then you can see all the updates that the customer has actually received. So it was the 20th of December, and it was delivered on the 28th of December. So that's 8 days right in the midst of Christmas. Isn't that pretty impressive? And the second remote that came from a different supplier, and this is why we have a variant on delivery, because different suppliers will actually have different delivery times. Let's have a look. This was also delivered. So this particular parcel, even though it was ordered from 2 different suppliers on the same day, looks to me like it got it left the warehouse on the 21st. The other one left the warehouse on the 20th. So it went independently. So the customer would have received 2 parcels but got them delivered on the same day, and that is pretty much. And the end deliverer is New Zealand Post. So we cater to everything you can think of. So that's just me being transparent. So what I'm doing, I'm going to go back to my blog. So what I did with these stats, as I said earlier, I grabbed 10 of the last orders, and I did how much it cost me to purchase those remotes and how much money I made from doing those. And this is how we've come up with these stats. So we can go into the back end, and if you're interested, we'll get on a video and I can show you some other stats more in depth.
We don't just talk the talk, we've walked the walk. One of our successful Shopify stores has generated 27,507 New Zealand dollars and 47 cents in sales over the past 12 months. After deducting 882 New Zealand dollars in running costs and 1,825 New Zealand dollars spent on advertising, 5 New Zealand dollars per day, the net profit stands at approximately 16,377 New Zealand dollars and 40 cents. That's over 16,000 New Zealand dollars in pure profit from a business that requires just a few hours of work each week. The average profit per product sold is 44 New Zealand dollars and 22 cents, a testament to the effectiveness of our strategies. However, what we're proposing isn't just one of our successful stores. Instead, it's a proven formula designed around selling one key product, TV remotes. This approach has consistently demonstrated success, and we're now offering to replicate this strategy for you. With this model, you could build a thriving side hustle or even a full-time business targeting your local market.
So I just worked out that's around about $43 profit a day coming from managing your own shop. Not only that, you'll see at the bottom of this, I'm actually selling my remote store at the moment. So you're actually building an asset as well. So I've incorporated in here our sales and where our sales come from. So how does it work? A lot of people ask me how it actually works, and it is quite complex, but not when you have the knowledge that we're going to share with you.
How does it work? Our dropshipping model is designed for efficiency and profitability. We will build your store, set up a fully optimized Shopify store with all necessary categories and 50 preloaded products, primarily TV remotes. Provide training, offer 2 to 5 hours of one-on-one video support to teach you everything you need to know, including sourcing suppliers, loading products, managing customer expectations, processing orders, and tracking shipments. During the training, we also explain how we use a small daily advertising budget to complement our organic strategies, deliver a passive income opportunity. Once your store is up and running, it's designed to operate with minimal effort, giving you a steady stream of income.
Now remember, all these stats are from selling products to local New Zealanders. I'm a Kiwi and I only sell to New Zealanders. If you're in Australia, your market's going to be a lot bigger. And surely, yes, and so is the aggressiveness of advertising and free organic results. I don't actually know what it will be like doing a website in Australia, for example. But I do know that our formulas are working in a smaller scale here in New Zealand, and I can't see why they wouldn't work in other countries. Also, I think it's important to note that we are not going to leave you in the dark. I say 2 to 5 hours because there's no sort of I'm not going to put you in front of a PowerPoint presentation and tell you how to do it. We're going to work together, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to show you some shortcuts so your whole life doesn't get consumed with technical data. I'm dyslexic. I literally I can't read and write. I have a reading level of a 9-year-old, but I use a lot of AI these days to help me out. Going to show you some shortcuts how I get by. Most of my stuff at the moment is read to me because when I read, I don't understand. So as you can hear, my reader in the background here is how I comprehend what I read. So I could read something and it not go in one ear and out the other ear, just like my mother said. But when I listen to it, I absorb the information or retain the information. So I'll pass a lot of my dyslexia knowledge onto you and how to be productive and a lot more faster at doing things.
Why TV remotes? TV remotes are a universal necessity, and our strategy capitalizes on this evergreen demand. A store sources high-quality aftermarket remotes from China, compatible with major brands like Toshiba, Samsung, Sony, LG, and more. With 99.8% of sales coming from TV remotes, this product has proven its potential to generate consistent revenue.
Now, we do have other one-product shops, and we have set them up for other individuals. But I'm saying this is just an example of one that we can use the stats from and show you how successful it's been. So you may have another genre that you may be interested in. And I will be doing, we've got an electronics store and I've got an outdoor camping store. And there's no reason why we can't do those in your country. So my NZ electronics store has had over $300,000 worth of sales. And my outdoor camping store, I think it's at $144,000 worth of sales. So we could do, replica within your country of those stores. But the profit margin on the remotes one is very high. And it's a very simple product. And it's not complicated. So this could be your starting ground. And that's why we're suggesting a one product store to get you started. And also, obviously, TV remotes.
Organic growth at its best. The key to our success lies in our organic marketing strategies. With over $13,000 in sales generated through Google search alone, and additional traffic from Bing, Yahoo, DuckDuckGo, and other platforms, our methods ensure cost-efficient customer acquisition. While we invest a modest $5 New Zealand dollars per day in advertising to further enhance visibility, the majority of our sales come from organic traffic. This balance of organic and paid strategies ensures maximum profitability with minimal marketing expenditure.
I always say if it's not broken, don't fix it. And that's why we still spend $5 a day on advertising, because we've got that formula right. A lot of dropshipping videos and these YouTubers will go out there and tell you they made $1 million a year and all this sort of crazy stuff, but they also fail to tell you how much money they spend on advertising. And that's why I wanted to be fully transparent. We do spend $5 a day, but we don't spend like a friend of mine who does $1.5 million worth of sales a year online. He spends $150 a day or whatever it takes. He knows, but he's selling a completely different product and he's got bricks and mortar. So I could tell you to spend $150 a day on selling remotes, but I don't think you'd get a return on your investment. And it would just become, it will chomp up all your profits before you know it. But hey, give it a go, see how you get on. But what I say, if it's not broken, don't fix it. We've got a formula that works and we want to share it with you.
An opportunity to purchase an established store if you'd prefer a turnkey solution. Our current New Zealand-based TV remote store is also available for purchase. With over 84,505 New Zealand dollars and 6 cents in total sales and 27,507 New Zealand dollars and 47 cents generated in the past 12 months alone, this store has a proven track record of success. This opportunity allows you to step into a fully operational and profitable business.
Right. So yes, I'm actually selling my TV remote store. So not only are you building a store to provide you a passive income, let's just say $40 a day profit. In here on my website, if you click on passive income, you'll see that I list some of the other stores that we have, and remotes is down the bottom. And if you go and click on the passive income button, you'll find these packages and pricing. And if you click on Trade Me, it will actually take you away to our Trade Me listings. And Trade Me is like an eBay, but in New Zealand. And you'll see here the stores that we are currently selling. And there's a description in each of them. So what I'm actually suggesting here is that's remotes. So in here, we have the TV remote store for sale. And you can go through here and you can read all about it. Now, this is worth every cent to me, this store, because it provides me a lot of my income. I need to update my pricing on there because it's gone up another $10,000. But here's a great opportunity for somebody to buy a business that they could take to another level and expand it. And it's only within New Zealand. But a lot of people don't have their head around drop shipping and what it's all about. And it is quite complex sometimes if you don't have someone like me guiding you through all the prices and how it works and the like. So that's what we're proposing to do. But what I'm saying is you're actually not just building a passive income, you're also building you an asset that you could sell at a later date. And you could always get your return on your investment, so which is really quite cool. Your investment returns. So let's have a listen to this.
Your investment, your returns for $5,000 US. You'll receive a fully functional, ready-to-operate drop shipping store. The running costs are just $588 US per year, and the potential annual profit can reach $10,000 US or more, depending on your level of involvement. This is not just a side hustle, it's an asset that can grow in value and even be sold later for a profit.
Oh my goodness, I repeat myself. I've done this blog brilliantly. It's exactly what I want to portray. I love
A global
ChatGPT.
opportunity. Although our current store caters to the New Zealand market, the same strategies can be replicated internationally. We're looking for motivated individuals in other countries who want to set up a similar business targeting their local market. With our guidance and proven techniques, you can achieve the same, or even greater, success.
Yes, I might not. I might claim to be a shop's. What do I call myself? The drop shipping strategist is what I'm calling myself in this.
What you get: a fully established Shopify store with optimized categories and preloaded products. Comprehensive training on sourcing, product management, and customer service. A proven business model that generates organic traffic and high profit margins. Access to our WhatsApp group, where you can connect with a community of like-minded entrepreneurs, share experiences, and get answers to your questions at any time. An opportunity to build a passive income stream or scale your business as you see fit.
Hey, it's sounding pretty good now. I'm enticing you along the way, and you get to know me personally as well.
Why now? E-commerce is booming, and there's never been a better time to start your own online business. With our expertise and proven track record, you'll have everything you need to succeed. Whether you're looking for a side hustle or a full-fledged business, this is your chance to create an income stream that fits your lifestyle.
Yeah, so you're ready to get started? Go to my blog on my website, teheck.com. I don't even know if I've got teheck.com on the screen right now. Let's see if I've got a button that pops up and says teheck.com. It doesn't even turn up. I must need to put that on there. In fact, what I will do, because I can, is I'll go to here. So there's my teheck.com. That's how you spell teheck.com. And now I'll copy that. I'll go back to here and paste. And voila, teheck.com at the top. We'll keep that there for a second or two. Alrighty, so let's have a look at some other stuff for you. Let's just go to other shops that I have, and I'm going to do a video on each of these ones, outdoors, and we could basically do the same for any of these shops. Now, this electronic shop is a big monster. There's lots of knowledge that you need before you rush out and start doing an electronics shop. For example, Shop Now, we have over 2,000 products in this shop, and there's multiple categories. The build on this shop is going to be a lot bigger than doing a TV remote shop. However, I have a lot of awesome products in here. And when I started this, I've actually been selling electronics for over 20 years. And this was the one where I used to have a warehouse in Wellington, Auckland, and Christchurch, which would ship products overnight for me, thinking that's where the market used to be. And I just can't help myself here. But there's a fantastic website. If you want to ever go back and look at an old website that you used to own, or you want to do some research on a domain name that you want to buy, and you're thinking, wonder if that domain name has been active before, I want to take you back to a step in time. So if you go to archive.org, you will see that I actually have had that domain name and that shop going since, let's see, 2016. No, 2006. So that is 18 years. And this wasn't my first shop. It was one of the shops that I had. So with a bit of luck, hopefully I'll be able to go. Now, this is where I talk about my experience, knowledge, and skills in the drop shipping game. This shop, I wonder if it's going to load. Oh, great, it did. So this version of it, free shipping, all orders over $249. That was because if I sold a printer for $400, it used to cost me $20, $30 to ship it. And there was only like 10% markup. But in here, you can see all the products that I had here, even selling cell phones, were actually available. And that's how it sort of worked. So that was one of my first shops. So this is 18 years old. So when you look at it today and you see the types of products and the categories of products that we have, and also I will actually, full transparency here, this shop actually needs an overhaul and design. It's a bit stale. Just the other day I added some MP3 players, and you're probably thinking, who the hell buys an MP3 player? It's one of my biggest sellers. Who would think? We sell a lot of gadgets where people like just a lot of gadgets. I don't even know what this product is. Bluetooth decoder. It's a amplifier. Never knew I sold it. But you get the idea. And, like sometimes you discover a product that sells all the time. Would you believe I sell these? These are speaker surrounds. When you've got the big square speaker box and you've got a hole in it and the speaker's all old looking and you take it out, there's a rubber thing that goes around the outside. Well, that's what this is. And people buy these. This is one of my biggest selling items. But you learn a lot from doing drop shipping. So when I sold that product regularly, I went back to my suppliers and added every variant of the same product I could find. The other day, I sold one of these timers that you sit your GoPro on, and it goes around over an hour and 20 and does a perfect 360 photo. I sold one, and then I realized that they've now upgraded the product and they've got a digital version. So I added that into the shop. So every time you sell a product, then you go and research it to see the latest trending product. And I teach you all that sort of stuff. Dropshipping is a lot of fun and it can make you a lot of money. It's not a sit here and do nothing passive income. It's an active income. Here you can see a MP3 player. This took 6 days to be delivered. The guy bought it. It cost him $502 plus shipping of $8 with flat rate shipping. And it cost me $300 to purchase the product, and he got it in 6 days. Drop shipping is awesome. And the products that we are supplying to people are high quality products. So I went through and checked all my latest MP3 products and added them into the shop. And that's how we roll. So I could set you up a electronic shop in your country. Not a problem. However, I don't think you'll get the same profit, and you need to have a pretty good knowledge base on electronics to do that successfully, and I wouldn't want to throw you under the deep end. Now, I'm passionate about hiking and tramping. So I used to have my own hiking and tramping store. First of all, I used to own a business networking company called Elite 6, and that was great. To give back to the community, I thought I'd do some social networking as well, and I had this company called Epic 6, and we used to take people on hikes and tramps on local hills around Christchurch. We used to climb up to about 1,100 feet was about the most. Mount Oxford, if you're familiar with it. So I thought I'd start up an outdoor shop, and then I'd be able to provide outdoor equipment to the people that come along to my social networking. Very few of them actually bought products from me, but that's me in the river in my favorite hut, which I'm actually going to go to in the not too distant future for a hike and have a night away. This is me with my backpack on the Port Hills. This is me hiking. These are tents. So we sell everything from sleeping bags to tents to things you sit on when you're having a picnic. I had, was it plantar fasciitis wrong with my feet. So I bought these myself and I used them. They were great. I have sold about 5 or 10 of these since I put them on my shop, but it's a product I brought in myself, looked at the quality, thought it was fantastic, added it into my shop. It's not rocket science. We sell running backpacks, vests, burners, camping equipment, all the different things, bike stuff. So we can build you a custom stores, but this is what I call a general store. And these are established, and these are also on sale. But I wouldn't want to sell these to someone overseas. You could run it. There's no real reason why it couldn't be ran from any country in the world. But it's something that I'm proud of. It's something that I've created. It's something I've got $150,000 worth of sales, or near about, I think 144 to be exact. And it's pretty cool. So if you go through my YouTube channel and you look up another one called Accessorize, this is a ready-to-go dropshipping website with no sales history whatsoever. And I did a video about this just before this one, so if you look through my YouTube channel, you will find it. Now, this shop is ready to go. It's ready to go to some New Zealander, and I actually think I might have actually already sold it. Somebody's telling me they're actually going to the bank, get some money, and they're going to purchase it on Friday. So you may have missed out on the opportunity on this one. And I will teach the guy that's going to buy this how to use it and get the best out of it. But this shop comes as a general store, and it's preloaded with 75 products, and it looks fantastic. And all the products that you see aren't just, I think they will sell. These are products that I know have trended. They've all sold at least 500 times. There's fitness products, there's apparel, there's T-shirts. This T-shirt I'm wearing right now is one of my favorites. No signal, ideal for a web. This is bought from my suppliers. So in here, I've got a T-shirt, which is the Rubik's Cube. You can find T-shirts from my suppliers and add them in here. They will drop them off. Don't look at the pricing because this store hasn't been handed over. When it hands over, install the software that we use to talk to the supplier, and we'll run a script through the website and update all the pricing. We have 10 different levels of pricing, and we also know we've refined that over the years to make sure that we're selling the products at a fair price, but not too expensive and not too cheap. And it is about getting that balance right. But you get the idea. So this is just a ready-to-go shop that we've set up for someone, and it's a general store. And you can see it's got awesome products ready to go. And if you have a look over here and you click on shop now I've got to make sure this links through. On my other shop, it didn't work. You might have been here from me at the start, but you can see here, I've got accessories, apparels, bags, and these are all beautiful categories ready to rock and roll. Down the bottom here, we got it can take up to 1 to 5 days before you receive the international tracking. Delivery can take 7 to 21 days. All the privacy, refund policy, shipping, and all that sort of stuff is all done for you. And also, as I said, every single part of this shop is optimized, ready to rock and roll in the search engines. And if you come to the bottom here, actually, we won't go to the bottom. We will just go straight into the blogs. We also create blogs to help market these. And we teach you, we have how-to videos on how to create blogs. It is a bit of a time commitment to get you started, nothing too terrible. But I actually enjoy doing this for a living, and this is really my strong point. And last but not least, we've just set up another one called Lensology. Now, if you're into photography or maybe a videographer or just have a passion for photography, this website is also ready to go. This website specializes in selling bags, drones, cases, lights, and filters. Now, these filters are brilliant. They're affordable. I've got a filter on my camera right now that cost me $200. Now, we will sell that same filter for about $70 or $80 through our suppliers. Yes, they will be from China, but they will be good, and no complaints from anyone. We sell camera equipment on my electronic store. Never had anyone come back with a real serious complaint that I couldn't handle or manage. The quality of the products is first class. But you can see here, we have put 5 products in each category to get you going, like for straps, to hang your camera off or whatever you need to do. And this shop, once again, has got a blog section. And in here, we've actually preloaded it with 5 blogs. And as I said, we will teach you how to manage this whole shop. So hopefully that is enough to entice you to contact me. Reach out to me. I won't bite your head off. I'm here to help you, and I can teach you how to start up a side hustle. Now, we'll be doing other videos more focused on starting up a side hustle for NZ Electronics, or electronics, I should say, because it won't be NZ if it's in your country. We would also pick out a awesome domain name for you. So we would let you purchase that domain name. We would obviously give you a invoice you'd need to pay to have us to set up. The shops could take anything from about 2 or 3 weeks to set up. We wouldn't take on the job. We would deliver the job, but we would require that you make payment for the job to show your commitment. And also we would, at that time, then help find a domain name that would be ideal for the shop, because that's very important as well. And we wouldn't leave you in the dark, and we would love to have you as a customer. And we're just trying to take our drop shipping side hustle to a new level. We've had up to, my partner and I think we've had up to about 6 large general stores, and they need some love. But because we're now producing these new stores for people and teach them how to use them in different genres, we now thought we'd take it to another level. And obviously we're thinking, why can't we go international with this? And the real secret to our success is we've kept it local. So if you're in a different country and you're one of my subscribers on my YouTube channel, and that's probably something I should actually warn you about, my YouTube channel. Let's see if I can find it here in an instant. I'll bring it up. But if you don't know what I do for a living and you do go to my YouTube channel, it could be quite intimidating. Let's see. Let's bring it back to here. So this is my YouTube channel, and I actually am I'm getting quite a big following. I currently have 22,600 subscribers, and I have 1,800 videos on my YouTube channel. And if you come down here, you'll see I have a lot of people that are criminals who are promoting Ponzi schemes and scams, and I literally go after them. At the top here, you'll see I've got dropshipping unlock your path to passive income. And these are the videos that I'm doing right now about dropshipping. And below that, you've got Avenger Patrol, real-time scam alerts, 24-hour patrol, live at any moment. That's when I go live and I go after these criminals. So then I've got historical videos. I was also brought up in a religious cult and I share about my experience. I have lots of shorts, and I also promote other YouTubers that are out there trying to expose scammers. So maybe like Scammer Payback, you maybe heard of Barogi, the guy with the purple hair, CoffeeZilla, for example, Trilogy Media. Well, they were my heroes, and that's who I am trying to be. But I have a very interesting YouTube channel, and I do go after criminals. But I spend, as I said earlier on, I spend 70 to 80 hours of my working week going after these criminals, and I supplement my time and energies. I don't make my money from my YouTube channel. I make around about $5,000 a year on my YouTube channel, which is pretty cool, but not cool enough. I want to make 50, 500,000. But in the meantime, I support myself by doing drop shipping. So if you want to support me and what I'm doing in my exposing these scammers, you could purchase or get me to build you a custom store. But let's open a conversation. Let's start talking and let's see what we can do to get you into a side hustle. I'm Danny DeHeck, and as I normally would finish my videos off, I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Got that name for having a 2-page spread in the New York Times, but I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. Or alternatively, I could help you set up a side hustle that could turn into a flourishing business using the knowledge that I've gained over the last 6 years by doing drop shipping. Reach out to me, and I look forward to meeting you, and I'll see you in my next video.